Glenn Close.
Put our boy here. I watched him, revolving through the whole program, and I'm thinking, who modeled for that? He has a great little butt.
First question with CBS Radio.
Yes. Where are we?
Hi, Glenn. Over here. Here. Waving in the back. Hi.
Oh, hi. There you are.
Yep. Steve Futterman from CBS News. Wanted to congratulate you on this and all the other awards. Can you talk about this role and why you think it has just really touched people? And, it's obviously resulting in these wonderful awards you're receiving. What is it about this role and this character and the situation she finds herself in that make people connect with this role?
I think I'm still kind of astounded by it. Because I chose it very subjectively. I'd never played a character like this before. And I've pondered about that a lot. I think the power of the story is because it's very specific. It's about a certain marriage, a very complex relationship. And I think the more specific and powerful you could make that relationship, the more people will be moved by it, the more baggage they will be able to bring to it and kind of leave the theater and think, I've got things I want to ponder myself. But I have to say, I still put myself back to where we premiered it at the Toronto Film Festival, and I've done a lot of independent films. And you just hope that there's an audience. And sitting in the balcony of that big theater at Toronto, I have never been in a screening where every single nuance of the film was registered with that audience. It was gobsmacking for me. And I thought, wow, I had no idea that this particular story would have this kind of resonance. When you think about it, when we made this film, the Me Too movement didn't even exist. And to have it come out, but also to have it kind of to talk about the women, like my mom, like what I mentioned at the Golden Globes, who feminism was not in their sensibility. And when I think about, I'm wearing my grandmother's wedding ring because I found out from Aunt Helen Lynch after she died that the one thing she wanted to be was an actress, and she never would have been allowed to do that. She was not allowed to do it. And so I feel like I'm fulfilling her dream, and I just think it's the personal, very specific side of the story that makes it resonate so deeply.
Next question at the front.
Hi, Glenn. Right here to your right.
Hi.
Amanda with Closer. You've had such a remarkable career. I'm wondering if you could impart some wisdom on us and share one of the biggest life lessons you've learned through your career or otherwise.
Oh, wow. Life lesson? That's daunting. I don't know. We're in a very, 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 very competitive industry, profession. I've always taken my craft very seriously. And I've always felt that I had to make my choices for very personal reasons, for very subjective reasons. If I ever chose something because I thought it would win me an award or would make me a lot of money, I would be going off track. Because ultimately what we have as individuals is what makes us individual. And I think to be able to approach something personally and to learn the craft of getting into someone else's skin, I guess that's the biggest kind of rule that I've lived by. if I think it's good, I hope there's enough other people who also think it's good and that will go see it.
All right, now the last question with Twitter.
Hi, Glenn. Right here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Keaton. So this is a question from one of your fans on Twitter, G. If you could give any advice to your younger self, what would it be? And
To my
beyond
younger self,
to
to
your
me?
younger self, and beyond that, if there's anybody you didn't get to thank on stage, we have a thank you camera right there. As soon as you answer the question, you can throw those thank yous there.
Well, first of all, no one does it alone. This is a highly art, and I revel in that collaboration. You want to thank everybody. Everybody matters. Even the driver that I had in Glasgow mattered. Martin, he was fabulous. I also have to say, Kevin Huvain and Franklin Latt and CAA, they believed in this project, and over the 5 years that I was attached to it, we never wavered, and I had absolute support from them. I have to say, Michael Barker and Tom Bernard of Sony Classics, I would not be standing here today without them. They handled this movie beautifully. Michael saw it in Toronto, and he knew exactly how he wanted to present it to the world. And the fact that that's coming back to theaters and that people are discovering it on airplanes, it's all from the mind and the brilliance of the incredible plan that Michael and Tom laid out. So I have everyone to thank. And specifically, Bjorn Runge, our director. He's Swedish, he's a writer, he is a theater director and a movie director. This is his first English language movie, and he was astounding. He is a phenomenal director. I was able to totally trust him in that I knew that whatever I did, it would end up on film. And then Lena, who happens to be Bjorn's wife, worked with him on the editing process. In movies, that's who you depend on. In stage, it's yours. In movies, it's how you're shot, how you're lit, and how you're edited. And so this represents everyone. And I also have to thank my daughter, Annie Stark, who played the young Joan, who I think brilliantly laid down the foundation of that character. And it was incredibly moving to me. It was hard for her to decide to be in a movie playing a young version of her mom, kind of. But when I saw what she did, I'm so deeply proud, and I have her to thank as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was the last question.